It's live in it.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
what
How's
up?
it
What up?
going? I'm so excited. You all the way on the West Coast. I'm over here in the Central time
West
zone.
Side?
CCCCs. Everybody is GCG. Girls can't kiki.
Mm-mm-mm.
You ever know what it is? It's me, Bunny Mike Game. You and this is.
Jiggly Senpai. Hey y'all.
So it's chill. It's a good vibe. What it look like over there in Long Beach? It's real nice and chill out here for the
It
first
is.
time.
The weather is cool. Um. Oh, it's actually 83 degrees. That's crazy. It don't feel like 83 degrees because the air feels kind of chilly, but like we chilling.
Chilling. Well, today, Houston, how do we say it in English? I was going to say Houston woke up rainy, but that's me thinking in Spanish. In Spanish, we would say like Houston arose or Houston rose up.
Hmm.
Dreary. It's a real dreary day, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it when it's like this and it's overcast. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the broiler that Houston, Texas is known to be.
Oh, is it? I
Do you
know it's
guys
warm,
mind
but
if
I
I
ain't know about the
smoke?
broiler.
Totally cigarettes. Do you guys mind if I smoke? I'm so 18.
Mm. This is also not a blunt. We got the hemp wraps on deck.
Health and wellness is very important. How important is health and wellness to you, Jig? Tell the people.
I have been on a mental health journey since I decided to leave my good ass job that paid me good ass money because they were driving me fucking insane. So,
Isn't it
you
crazy?
know, it has come my to my perspective as an adult that I care much more about being happy and well here than happy and well here. For someone that grew up in survival mode, that's a big deal because this was all we were after for a long time. But if this is not together, this don't mean shit. And to
That's
be
very
honest with you, like
true.
even when I was doing well in that space, I wasn't good here, even without my realizing it. So I've been really working on, you know what I'm saying, getting myself together, understanding how to feel comfortable expressing myself and being emotionally vulnerable. Thank God for my circle of friends who've been
Ooh,
patient with me
ooh.
and giving me a space to be able to try and feel comfortable and be received well with understanding and reciprocal communication, right? Because sometimes you can go and try to be emotionally vulnerable with someone or some people who are not ready for that, and then it don't feel good to you, and it stop you from trying. It stop you from being in that space, right? So I'm just really thankful for that. That's where I am in my mental health journey.
We're in a space, right, where we're in a space where a lot of people, football season and cuffing season starts, right? We talked about this a couple of episodes ago. And we're in a space where a lot of you and I are going to be reflecting, and we're going to be thinking time is linear, right? And we're going to be thinking the chronological order of the 52 weeks in the year. Did you save? Did you not save? What should you do better? I can't Do you feel like I can't wait till this year is over? Do you even believe that this year existed? I'm here to say exactly what Jig described is where we need to be bringing our heart and soul and our thought process around this time of year. When you guys start posting these memes with the stepping, Trend be posting the memes with the stepping over the hard strips and the haters, and then with the holding the bag, into the new year. I want to remind everybody that the new year is very relative. Time is very relative. It's more about the unraveling. Have you unraveled? Let's look at Jig for a moment, right? We're listening to Jig going from corporate dollars, corporate baddie, all right, getting to the bag, but anxiety attack, panic attack, tension. You thinking, you're gaining weight, but it's really just a bunch of like tension built up in your body. You can't sleep right. Your coffee, and then uppers and downers, right? Ask yourself, how much unraveling are you going to need from that? So, to the content creators out there, to the wanting to be, I don't want to say you're trying to be, you want to be. Because if you look up the word try, there's a lot of negativity in that. But if you're challenging yourself to be a content creator, the way you listening to Jig mention that she has, then I would argue that the best thing you could do is ask yourself, have I been unraveling? If the answer is yes, you're already on the right track. My advice to you is give yourself some grace in that unraveling. Now, don't be lazy. Don't let the depression get you to a point where you're not bathing and taking care of yourself and making sure you got some kind of food on your counter, right? But I want you to remind yourself that there is a lot of unraveling that needs to happen when you make a decision to leave that, secure bi-weekly or weekly income that the higher ups were giving you when you were the corporate baddie that was good in the bank account, but maybe not good in your soul's account.
Nope. Nope. Sure wasn't. Sure was not. I'll tell you, I feel better now, and I'm working on feeling better physically as well. Something about connecting what's happening with me mentally to what I do physically is starting to happen in a way that's different than before.
It's like they're
Um,
doing this, the emoji, they're doing this.
yes, they're working on it. They're getting close. I don't think they've quite like locked it in, but they're coming in for it. I could feel it happening, and it feels good. It feels nice. Um,
Mhm.
it's important when you make a life change, right? That it's more of a lifestyle,
Mm.
right? Because then it sets in, and it's, I wouldn't say permanent, but it has more permanence. It has a more fixed position, and it it feels effortless when it starts to become a lifestyle.
You adopt you take it on as part of you. You don't, it doesn't feel like, well, honestly, it should not feel like you are struggling. You should already feel like you're taking role playing, cosplaying, taking on a whole nother role, becoming something else.
Yeah.
Speaking about the cosplaying, role playing, talk to me a little bit about your cospo. What you got going on lately?
I actually just did a show on Saturday. I did
Tell
a
us
show
about
last
it.
Saturday. It was so fun. So it's a group that I perform with often. They're called Thick Enterprises on Instagram. Shout out to Thick Enterprises. The show itself is called Thick Strip, and it features it's a body positive show. It features all plus size and thick cast. Um, Sometimes you have different gender identities and representations there, and it's just a really like wonderful welcoming space. um the location where it's hosted at is always gracious with us. They are accommodating. The people who come to see the show are absolutely fantastic. I love the crowd that comes to this show. And then I get personally get a chance to kind of like explore more of my creative side when I'm there, do more like pageantry. Um, but it's also a space for me to just like spill out all of my like, uh seductive energy, so to speak. Like it's really cool. Um I cosplayed as Ryuk because it was a Halloween show. And I don't really do creepy. I don't like scary. I'm not into horror, none of that by any means. Ryuk actually scared the fuck out of me the first time I saw it. Somebody told me watch Death Note. I watched Death Note. That motherfucker popped up on screen. I said, nope, turned off. I was done. Um
Wow.
I was so scared of Ryuk at first. But excuse me. Someone explained to me that he's not. actually scary. Like he doesn't do scary things. It's not even horror at all. He just looks fucking wild. So I gave it another shot, and true enough, like he was chill. But I thought, that's cool for me. I can be a little scary, a little creepy, but not actually be scary and creepy.
And just eat a lot of apples. Hello.
I did eat an apple on stage.
Oh, that's very seductive. I feel like a lot of people listen to seduction and forget that seduction is a major component in procreation. Procreation is the center of all life, right? And it bounces back, that seashell diagram. I forget the name of it. Mathematical people, y'all know what I mean.
Hmm.
But let's talk about creativity being a part of creation and feeling like, okay, it's an outlet to get your seductress, but it's more like a free form creativity outlet
For
that
sure.
takes on so much more because then other people can participate. I love that.
Yeah. Um, you said free form creativity, and like it really is because I stopped kind of towards the beginning of like my journey with pole. I stopped doing like heavy choreography. Songs can be like 2.5 to 5 minutes long most of the time, and for me, like when I was first doing it and I was doing choreography, if I don't run my routine a million times, and even if I do, the moment I forget something, it's kind of off, right? But if I find that if I and like I can pick it back up. I've done that before. One time my pole was not on the correct setting and I had to like do something and go down to the bottom of the pole to switch it during my choreography, during the show. But I was thinking about that the whole time after. Versus when I have a chance to just kind of like have a general idea of how I want this presentation to go and then move with the music in a way that's like organic and natural to me, and it does allow my creativity to just kind of like freely flow out.
Like you said, ooze. Remember, he used the word ooze. I love that. And that's part of seduction, but it's also how do we procreate? We have fluids that ooze and fuse, right? Ooze and fuse. And there's all of these amazing, juicy components that come to life in general. And I feel like being able to have cosplay, right? Doing that this weekend during a time frame that was, we had the full moon, we have people outside, right? We got all that outside energy. Hi, Trey. And so I feel like it makes a lot of sense. We love you, Trey. It makes a lot of sense to, be able to use all that you can to create, because if we're going to be sitting here at a 9 to 5 or laboring at a 5 to 9, let's be freaking honest. Let's balance that out with a little bit of oozy goozy creative. Let's get it out. We got to get it out,
Yeah, for sure.
period. We love
I
you,
mean, I'm sure you
Dre.
probably have like, similar feelings being a person who performs, being out on stage and just getting to like, push out like that raw energy. It doesn't matter if rehearse or freestyle it. There's still an element to that live space that you can't predict that.
Epic shit happens on stage that could not happen elsewhere. I think there's a lot to be said about stage dynamics. Um, a lot happens also in a subway, on a subway car or a subway platform. Showtime. Oh wow, the
Shout
light
out
switch is
to New York.
flickering here. I think the wind has the lights flickering here in
Oh,
Houston
did it
today.
flicker?
Yeah. I'm
Mm.
surprised it didn't show like in the background.
I mean, it might have. I looked down to ash this, and when I looked up, you were like,
Hey,
"Oh,
cheers. I love it. So I wanted to ask the name of this Girls Can't Geek episode. Everybody that joins us now that you're watching, welcome to Girls Can't Geek. I'm Buddy Mike Game You. This is she's spoken, but that's Jig. And we're asking today how many bodies you got. We want to hear from you, chat. Run up the chat. Let us know how many bodies you got. If you don't know how many bodies you got, let us know in the chat as well. And if you don't know how many bodies you got for, for the most part, just you don't have to tell us like how old you were or anything like nothing about your age or how old you are, just how many bodies. Nothing crazy. You don't got to say nothing else. But I would like to say, me, I was born and raised in New York. And I very, very much so do remember growing up with the how many bodies you got. I feel like that's not a thing anymore. But
where?"
where I grew up and the time frame where I grew up, I don't remember a day where that wasn't a thing. That was always asked in the hood. How many bodies you got? I don't feel like I get asked that.
Okay, so asked? No. Is it still a thing? Yes.
Yeah.
There's a ton of discourse on it on the internet about it. It's just that now there's also the other side of the argument, which is who gives a fuck?
That part.
That's on the other side of the argument now. Before, there weren't enough people to counterbalance,
Mm.
at least not vocally, right? Everybody was playing into it. Whether your number was the truth or it was fake, whether it actually mattered to you or you just wanted to show it off to other people. Like
Wow.
there isn't enough there's more discourse now about not giving a fuck than there was back then, and I think that's really the only difference, but I do believe that it still matters to people.
Yeah.
Not me, not
I
anybody
think
I'm
it
fucking with. If it matters to you, I can't fuck with you.
does. So what are the other lines, like boundaries that you have? Like if it matters to you, what else when it comes to bodies? Do you feel like if they don't see eye to eye with you with respect to this dynamic that has to do with bodies, what let me hear another one. Like if the amount of bodies is even a question,
It's
they
not a
don't.
question. If you ask me that question, I'm not somebody you can be with because we don't think the same.
All right.
Why does that matter to you?
It shouldn't.
And
Now,
well,
what
there
does
are some
matter?
people that it does matter to. There are some people that it does matter to, and I believe that those people should be with other people where that matters.
Exactly. Take that shit to the
Go be with
Matterland.
someone who that matters with.
It doesn't matter anymore, says Dre.
I think
I
also age is a thing too, right?
yes,
Once you get older, I think that
it
we've
doesn't.
all lived enough life to where more other things are more important, or that becomes less important or not important at all, right?
I agree. I agree. We've gotten to an age, I feel like I think after you have like the age of like marriage and kids, like usually around that age, it doesn't really matter anymore. You didn't see none of the girls on Girlfriends or on what was the other one, Sex in the City. They weren't talking about bodies, were they? Like, I think it's
I
more
think there may
so.
have been an episode or indications towards characters like Lynn and Samantha.
Mm, oh, good old Samantha.
They were similar in the fact that they were both sexually liberated women, like openly sexually liberated.
I could see that. Yeah, I don't feel like it matters anymore on my end when it comes to the question how many bodies you got. I just don't think that it crosses my path as much as it used to maybe like 20 years ago
Hmm.
where like that was a thing. but I just don't feel like I ask anybody questions like that's not my go-to. How many bodies you got? I'm more concerned like like how many times do you fuck somebody with or without a condom? That's
That.
I'm
When
that
was the last time you
girl.
were tested?
Yes,
That.
baby. I
Do,
only
do
need
you
somebody.
do
Show
you
me how to love somebody. Cause I, mm-mm, you not just the fuck. We
right.
gonna, mm-mm. Gotta watch my back.
I would also argue that I want to know um what kind of sex you like to have.
Yeah, I need to know
Are we
if you,
compatible in that way?
what do you
Because
like?
if you don't like the sex the way I like it, then we are signing up for a bad time. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Um, those questions matter to me way more than what's your body count. Also, to be honest with you, like I lost my train of thought. I kind of got it, but I don't have the words for what I want to say.
I want to know what kind of sex you like because let me tell you something. What do you like? What do you like? Don't have me out here guessing games out this bitch. Let me know you like a finger in there. I need to know that.
There it was. Not the finger, but if you if you have like, you know what I'm saying, a high or a low body count, right? Damn it, I lost it again. That's definitely from smoking just now. It's gonna come back.
You need me to put the music back on?
No, I didn't even hear it. It was on.
Ah! It's cool. But I'm gonna be real with you. It's very difficult to be able to read minds, and I know when
I got it. I got it. I got it.
got it.
So everybody is trying to have the sex, right? Everybody's trying to have the sex. So a lot more of us would not be having the sex if we were trying to have low body counts. This is across the board on both sides because in order to
Okay.
have sex with someone, there has to be someone there. So both of y'all's counts just went up. And if sex is not being had, then our counts are dropping. So a lot of more of us would be sexless. That's where it was. That's what it was. That's what was it kept trying to not come out. Also, do we
Girl
really
math.
want to have sex with people who don't know how to please us or be pleased in the ways that we like?
So therein lies the girl math. If you my answer, chat, thank you for letting us know if you had bodies or if you didn't or if you didn't want to let us. But my answer is girl math is how many bodies I got. If you add up the two niggas and divide them by who pays my bills, I only got one body. Girls don't count. Girls don't count, and that's it. Unless unless they got a body.
Oh, have you heard the one that's like, if they didn't make you come, then it didn't count. It wasn't. It doesn't get to go on the
Yeah,
list.
damn. You can't count
They
that.
also say they drop off your credit report in 7, or they drop off your coochie report in 7 years.
It's like bankruptcy.
Eh!
Damn. If I listen, let me tell you something, baby. If we're talking about bodies, right? And my coochie, and I know this probably apply to your coochie and your coochie too. But if we talking about my coochie, I'm not going bankrupt. Never. I would have to not have a coochie no more. And
Nah,
trust me, there's other
you'd have to unscrew that shit and put it on the shelf like an android.
we would have to, we would have to get a server. We would get terabytes. We would
Oh boy. Not a new server.
okay, we would have to take care of that. But nah, we're not bankrupt. But I see the 7 year coochie report is an interesting number, you know.
All jokes, but it's funny. It's funny.
So what are you guys gonna be doing tonight? Where are you headed?
I'm out to a comedy show tonight.
Tell us.
It's a hard reboot.
Is that what? Oh my God, let me put this over here. Oh my God, you guys,
Clearly
look.
cash.
Yes, hard reboot. Is that the coochie gotta be? Hello. We can't be out here. We can't be out here going bankrupt on the coochie. Not please, never that. You can have all the bodies you want, mama. Just never go bankrupt on the coochie. Okay. Don't, don't. All right.
No, I'm out to a comedy show tonight. What are you doing?
I'm going to be here editing and working from home. It's going to be
Hmm.
amazing. I love Mondays. Monday nights are chill because I don't do anything for anybody but me and mine on Mondays. I don't necessarily advise everybody else to do that, but you don't want to see what I look like at the office on a Saturday and Sunday so that I could be
Hmm.
doing me on a Monday. I'll be looking crazy. I'll be looking like Pepe Silva at the office. Rodrigo, I said go to 553. What the fuck like this? I'm the only person that will fight like hell just to have a Monday off because I really do believe in Mondays for mental health, y'all. I really do. Do something for you on a Monday. As long as you ain't hurting no children's, okay? Do it for you.
Yeah.
So I wanna head off of this. I think this was like a really good, insightful episode, you guys. If you didn't watch right now and you're just joining us later on, don't forget at Girls Can't Geek on everything, at Jiggly Senpai 3 on everything, at Bunny My Game U on everything. No, it's over here. And nothing where Girls Can't Geek, 2 out of 5. And you know the vibes. Thank you for chilling with us. Enjoy your Monday night. Bye, babies.
Bye.